be, by definition, an unlawful combatant. He lives outside the laws of war because he does not wear a uniform. He hides among civilians and he deliberately targets the innocent. But it comes back to the point again, we may end up torturing innocent people, but the smaller number of people we're torturing inside may be a casual cost we have, because a terrorist may end up targeting more innocents outside. It's a cost scenario again, somewhere you need to make a sacrifice and a compensation, and the smaller number of like a handful of people versus those thousands and millions of people out there the terrorists may attack and hide among innocent people. So again, it comes down to innocence. Are you going to say thousands of innocents or 3?
Thousands of people just to find this one terrorist. Like, think of how many people are gonna go to Guantanamo Bay or some other prison. They're gonna be interrogated. They're gonna be separated from. Don't look at me like that. They're gonna be separated from their families, isolated from humanity, just because they're suspected of being a terrorist. I mean, is this really human? I mean, the United States does consider itself civilized, right?
Moral values, right?
Yeah. So is this moral or not?
I said
really
terrorist
not.
with information. We know this terrorist.
You're not gonna rebuttal. All right. This team. Somebody. Now start. Go.
So, you know, like, one of the arguments of the con is like, you needed sufficient information, but, like, I should have said that after you guys, but still, in the time that it takes to get that sufficient information, coming back to the time bomb situation, somebody could be dead. So, like, before just going out and trying to find and collect information and just, like, you know, wasting time, why not just torture? And I think it's a quicker means.
Okay, who wants to rebuttal on this side? Wait, Greta.
No, you already have some evidence that made you want to single that person out and bring him to the you know, facility like Guantanamo Bay. That's why they're there. There is some evidence against them. So why not just, if you know there's something against them, why don't you just, you know, torture and find out any information that could save lives?
Okay, who wants to rebut that? Karthik.
Okay, like, let's just say in the event that you know that they're terrorists, or even if they're suspected, they're human beings just like us, and it's a violation of the human rights also to just like pick up some guy if you don't know, or it's like actually pick up terrorists and then you torture him. That's unethical.
Okay. Karan.
Actually, if my partner wants to.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. We're good.
I was just gonna say something that would help them, I think.
Yeah, you said it then. So who wants to? Yeah.
I gave you the shade.
Okay.
Not only would we be saving time with this plan, but we're also saving money. Instead of housing these possible terrorists in prisons that are funded by our taxpayers' money, we could just torture them, get the information that we need, and get it over with. We're saving money through this plan.
Okay, Steve.
Alright, first of all, this evidence that you want to get may not be trustworthy because people will say, yes, I did it just to get out of the torture disease. I will reference this book here, Securing Liberty. And it says that evidence gathered from torture is tainted, quote unquote. So, I don't know.
Number 5.
Alright, who wants to rebut that? Avinash.
Alright, first thing first, we need to establish a definition of what torture exactly
Thank you. God, it takes that long to come up with that.
Torture in this case is a method in which a person has pain inflicted on them to get information. Now, this person has this information, that's the reason we're torturing them in the first place. So, the reason we're torturing them is because it's effective, it works, it's valuable, we get information, which is key to helping others. Also, torture is cruel, yes, I agree on that, but that's different from saying that it's not useful. And that is also, quote unquote, from securing liberty.
Great.
Torture is the act of inflicting excruciating pain according to dictionary.com as punishment or revenge as a means of getting a confession
or information for sheer cruelty. By using this, we're saying that we're doing it as revenge or sheer cruelty. Aren't we supposed to be the bigger person? Aren't we supposed to tell people that, hey, America is a place that you're supposed to look up to? We're not supposed to be acting like animals.
Yes, okay, well,
But people that you don't have sufficient information on are still being tortured. Even when the slight suspicion comes across, they're being tortured for information, but you don't have enough information. So in the end, innocent people that didn't do anything are being tortured for no purpose.
okay, Tara, now you can go.
Okay, but like using 9/11, like millions of people like died in that, and like
250,000.
nice. Okay. So, like, a lot more than.
Wasn't it 250? What?
Well, okay, 3,000 in the towers, like the attack on the US. But wait, listen, that doesn't include the casualties of war that happened as a result of 9/11, including and other.
Which I was including.
Alright, finish.
So anyways, a lot of people died. So like a few people, like innocent people tortured to save like thousands more. Like it's sort of like 1 versus like 100 people that you're trying to save. So that's where like ethics sort of come in.
Okay, since you haven't said anything yet.
Didn't he just support our point by saying that's where ethics come in? Because we're trying to say that this is wrong because it's unethical, and he just said that that's where ethics come in, so he kind of supports it.
No, he didn't say
I said how just like when you're like interrogating one person to save 1,000.
Right, but you gotta think about the ethics of that, not
It's
just.
still unethical without having full proof that this person is of harm to these thousands of people who say that they're saving.
Right, okay, on this side, who hasn't gone yet? Alright, just Karen.
So how ethical is it to kill those millions of people that are gonna die if you don't use that torture?
Alright, this side. Simran?
Alright, so there's a speech in the book, Securing Liberty by Charles Krauthammer, where he talks to, where he talks to the United States Defense, I think. And he's saying that the people at Guantanamo Bay, their methods of torture are really inefficient. Like, he was sent in to interrogate a guy, and within the first hour of him being arrested, he had so much information that they stopped countless terrorist attacks all across the globe. And yet his superiors still demanded that they use more violent and radical ways. But these terrorists are trained to put up with this torture. They're solely terrorists. Anyone can go and blow something up, but it takes a real trained terrorist to put up with pressure and pain and not reveal anything.
Alright, this is the last rebuttal on this side. Does someone else? Okay, Karthik?
Okay, so first, let's look at a suspected terrorist. If you say that by torturing the suspected terrorist, you could save millions of people, that could is like a big presumption. You don't know if this guy is even a terrorist for sure. Also, like someone here said, I don't remember exactly, but people can simply they can just make it up to get out. And also this whole process, this whole process of torturing, it not only damages the victim, but it also damages the person who's doing the torture. He's witnessing someone like screaming in pain, like almost like that's basically like his type of career. That's horrible. Also, on that side, a while ago, someone said that it saves a lot of time. It doesn't, if you think about it, it doesn't really save time. Let's say you have someone, you're torturing someone, and they really don't want to tell you their secrets. That's going to take forever to get information.